Reporting back to Sir Gilbert Hawklin.
Well met.
Okay, Castle Wyvern Water has sunk beneath the waves where it belongs.
Is that so? That is remarkable news. Surely you cannot have found a way to destroy a mythalar. You must have found some way to prevent its magic.
The rise and fall of the castle was controlled by a crystal ball that detected the weather.
Did you destroy the crystal ball?
No, I returned it to the dragon.
And what did you do that for?
Because the dragon told me that the creature I met in Polter's Fort was truly a witch lord.
If that is the case, the witch lord let you kill it for its own ends. Will surely have risen again by now. I fear the witch lord has used us. You say you met the dragon. You must tell me what happened.
Hear Hawkling what the dragon told you about the witch lords.
This is not the best of news after all. I did not believe it was truly a witch lord you made in Polter's Fort. Now I see that it was. We have been used here. We will never know what the dragon intended with the Wyvern Crown, but it can't have been worse than a witch lord getting it.
So what can we do about it?
I feel like all we have achieved is a small victory when I expected to win the war, and now we are in a very great danger. We must prevent the witch lord reaching the Wyvern Crown. Show me this map. It is as I feared. I cannot read the language of dragons or whatever this is written in. At least Caladne is on her way, and she most certainly will be able to. This is very concerning. Still, this is a victory and we must celebrate it. Even if behind the scenes we must prepare for the worst. You have done more than any man could ask of you. You have arrived back just in time for the tournament. I shall have you made the guest of honor. You will gain enormous prestige.
Okay, guest of honor. What does that mean?
You must ride in the joust, of course. There will be many wishing to test themselves against you, and no doubt after the tournament you will find both knights and lords seeking your company. It will benefit you greatly.
What about the witch lord?
There is nothing that can be done about the witch lord at present. I will speak to Caladne when she arrives, and we will no doubt have to send a force after the Wyvern Crown. We would be glad if you would lead it, though I leave that up to you. Take me out after the joust if you wish to.
I will do so.
And we will be delighted to have you.
What exact... No. The pirates. The pirate space is destroyed and many of them are killed.
This is a very great victory, Sir Biko, and we have honored your name. We have honored your name publicly by making you the guest of honor in the tournament. Long will I celebrate the day you first came to me. At your hands, most of our troubles have been ended.
Yeah, I'm done. We still need to talk about the trader. Exactly, what do I want to do with that? She was mainly concerned about the piracy. But I don't really see how that's a problem. Still, she was behind the orders to attack the farms.
Would you like
There were rumors going about in town that a war wizard bought a unicorn horn. That means someone has been hunting in the forest fold of forest fold in forest Pollock forest. Okay, but who? We already know about that. Who exactly is selling this shit? Cloak of Reflection. Electrical resistance, fire resistance, negative energy resistance. This seems like a thing to have if we're going against a lich. Lens of detection. This is to detect find traps 3 uses per day. Rather, disarm traps 3 uses per day. So this is massively useful if we have to destroy a phylactery or something similar, because it will be trapped to all hell. So, the cloak is more important. Massive benefits, especially against spellcasters. This is +1 strength, which gives us nothing at the moment. But that's a big deal. Now, a rogue is pretty much irrelevant. I can always bash through my way through things, but currently dying while doing that has been a big problem. Now that's no longer an issue. We can use this mainly, and we have the potion if we have a desperate situation and we don't have an option to rest. Right, so big perfect gains for us. It is reflective though. It's a nice addition. It's a metallic cloak. The trader should be somewhere here.
Greetings.
We need a horse.
Well, hello to you.
We should have some sort of information about a lot of the jousters here. Right, Merchant Imelda. What are we gonna do with her?
I greet you.
Let's talk about the rates you have been paying for along the edge of Hollock Forest. What is this nonsense? I haven't paid for any such thing. Who told you that? I have given Sir Halfling a document that is in your name which proves you paid for the raids. Obviously the document is fake. I wish you had brought the document to me first. The Halfling has demanded your arrest. Wait, Sir Halfling surely cannot want such a document to come to light. I'm his business partner. It will make him look dreadful, maybe somehow involved. Everyone knows he didn't want to sell those farms to Valedo. They'll think this is his revenge, not mine. Sir Halfling was prepared to take that risk, like the man of honor that he is. Are you offering some kind of deal, Imelda? Why don't you get to the point? It harms both me and your friend Sir Halfling. There must be some other way to approach this. What do you suggest? Well, I'm sure I can offer you some money to keep this quiet. You don't actually need to do anything. That way both Sir Gilbert and I are left in peace. Or you could go and report Sir Hawkling. Say he is behind it.
What a disgusting suggestion. That would hardly be honorable.
Who knows, perhaps he is, in some way. What do you think? Would 2,000 golden lions satisfy you?
Yeah, you're to come with me to the Crown Office.
Ridiculous! You can't think to drag me there in a crowded place like this. Why don't you reconsider?
Come silently, that way you'll avoid having your fall seen.
Well, of course I'll come. I don't have anything to be afraid of anyway. Since I'm innocent, I just wanted to avoid all the bother.
I see that you have Imelda with you. You can leave her here with me. Sir Hawkling has already briefed me, so I'll be taking her over and to the barrack cells once we're done.
I haven't done anything.
And you have nothing to fear. Cormyrean law is fair. Sir Hawkling showed me the document. Likely you'll get to be tried by Caladne herself, as she is expected in Thunderstone. I should save your breath until then. In the meantime, behave yourself and I'll make sure you're looked after.
Caladne? But I want a fair trial, not magic.
Who's, afraid of something?
But...
The trial will be a normal trial, though Caladne, of course, has some very simple ways to find out the truth. If Imelda is guilty, she won't escape discovery. So, Sir Philmaine, my thanks to you for bringing me in Imelda. There's no reward, of course, but the Crown appreciates your service. Will you be returning to the tournament now, or do you need something? I'll go to the tournament. I'm not sure this is the best possible choice, but at the same time, my lord was willing to go along with this, so we're also going along with it. I'm not gonna start going off track here. Alright, we're really here for the shopkeepers though.
Well met.
I greet you.
This is mostly uninteresting to me. Yeah, very basic stuff here. If you're interested in crafting, this might be somewhat useful. But other than that, acid robe. Willfire. Purple no wall. Legend lore single use. Do you want to pay for basically a lore potion that costs 1,620 gold? There's nothing interesting here. Might as well get to the jousting part. We could also take part in the general melee. And since I have regeneration and all that, so that might actually be somewhat useful. It's for funds mainly.
Hello to you.
Step up if you are wanting to enter the general melee. I want to enter. Very well, step into the field of battle then, sir, and we'll start the bout, since the list is now full.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Hello to you.
Yes. I really didn't want the others to be here.
You shall be quick to die! You cannot win!
Well, feel free to take part in fighting. We need to try to secure this area. I don't want her to get involved in any of this. I try to kill Steel.
Hello to you.
You fought well. Not only were you the last man standing, but you and your companions also won the melee with 9 kills. Here are your earnings for the winning the last man standing competition. 20 gold. Congratulations to you, you're a worthy champion. Pronounce you the champion of the bout. Bout 1. Congratulations, here is 100 golden lions, your prize.
Why did I bother? How do you end this?
Hello to you.
No thanks. There's multiple bouts. So I would imagine the opposition gets tougher and the prize money gets higher. I don't otherwise understand the point of all that. But I need horses though. And the horses did not follow me here. Excellent. Pretty sure they were with me though. So are these my horses or not?
Well met.
Step with me. Come on. Follow along.
Hail and well.
Hey, can I talk to you?
Well met.
After Elaine was banished, I felt lost for a long time. I must admit that my duty to King Azun and my hatred for him were kept in balance. Only my devotion to Torm kept me strong.
So what did you do?
I carried on as before. I think I hated him most for that. He knew that my duty stopped me from taking action. That was a heavy bond of trust he placed on me, and I hated it.
But you don't speak with hatred. What changed?
War came. The gas nets got loose and Princess Alusair seemed lost. King Azun summoned me to him one day, but when I arrived at the audience chamber, it wasn't the king who was there, but Queen Filferil. The queen beckoned me forward and said to me, Edgar, I too share the belief that I have lost someone I love, so I understand the suffering that you have been feeling for so long. I have asked you here to ease that pain. The king and Van Gerdahes believe this is something you should never hear, that it will hurt you worse than you are hurting already, but as a woman I think I understand matters of heart better. I must tell you that even when Elaine Cormerel was banished, there was a very strong suspicion of her loyalty to the crown that had nothing to do with the Abraxas affair, but more to do with seeing another way through to the king, you. We have since discovered that Elaine is a member of the Fire Knights, the group of Cormyrian exiles that seek to assassinate the king and prominent nobles of the realm. The king thinks that to tell you this will hurt you too much for you to maintain your balance. Van Gerdehest, Van Gerdehust just thinks you won't believe it. Me, I think it will make you stronger if you know the truth. That was a black day, my friend. Let's not talk about it anymore. Perhaps later I can finish my story.
Right, we're running out of game though, so feel free to finish it.
Hail and
Cinda does not want to confide in us. Right. Jousting again, because it was so exciting the first time. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Provide me with the gear.
greetings.
Dairy, blue and white tin.
Well, hello to you.
Let's go with the purple dragon knight colors. What
Well,
about the shield? Alright, jousting equipment.
Your opponent in this match will be the Black Knight.
The Black Knight? I've got no notes on this. It's my brother, or without a doubt, what else could it be? Alternatively, it's one of the witch lores, someone, I have no idea. I'll go with the FP and the balance position. poison. We're likely gonna get our ass kicked here. Being left defensive posture. Two glancing blows will mean he can't really shift position. So I'll do the defensive attack again. He would be paralyzed after 2 glances, so making him vulnerable to follow up. At the same time, I don't really understand the jousting rules, so I'm not sure how I can take advantage of the fact that he can't change his position. What would be a effective attack on that, for example? I'll do a DF with a left lean again. The point. The defensive strategy might be a better one here, because he is probably attacking fairly aggressively, so if I leave any openings he will hit the helmet. Right, stick with what works anyway. Right, it could be it goes glancing blows hit, glancing blow hit, because the glancing blow prevents him forward doing the effective defense. So this could be a lengthy fight, but not sure if there's much risk to it. This should be a point if I'm correct in my assumption. Yep. So without the glance, we can't get the point. At the same time, he doesn't seem to be adjusting anything to counter that, so this is I don't think this is the best possible thing you can do, but this is a fairly solid certain way to get a win out of this. So 2 additional bouts, one where we glance and then we score the winning point. Right, there's just no change in how these go. You have your tactic that either horribly fails or it sort of works. If you would understand or know what exactly the opposition is doing, you could possibly do a counterattack. But I don't feel like testing this. He seems to be aiming high in my opinion, so probably upper part of the shield and maybe even the helmet. But doesn't matter, this should be the end. 3rd point for us.
This match has now been completed after about 7, and we have a winner.
Right, no. No,
Opponent is Sir Azar True Silver.
might have Azar True Silver. Right, local gossip says that Sir Azar True Silver is a fine jouster. This style forces the opponent to raise their shield when he unhorses. When he unhorses them. I don't understand the tip. Is the when supposed to be then? His style forces the opponents to raise their shield, then he unhorses them when they raise the shield. Because after you unhorse someone, it's an automatic win, so... Can we do keep shield low? Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. What exactly is the counter to that? Or is it just a warning to don't do a certain move? We're gonna go with DC here. And shield low. See how that works. I'm not gonna always low it, so it doesn't matter that much. Just wondering to try to understand what the information I'm being given. Right. So it probably saved me from the worst of it. He hit me in the helmet. Forces you to trade raise shield. Let's try. Is now I'm gonna raise shield now. I'm expecting the horsing. So is he basically doing things in a sequence? Yeah. So he first aims at the helm, and then when you try to raise your shield to counter that, he'll has unhorsing strike. The problem is I don't understand when do you get an unhorsing strike? What does the enemy have to do for that to happen? Yeah, I'm not reading this shit, I'm trying to load the game. Just can't get into options. So let's say we know he's going to attack the helm first. How does that aid us? What can I do to take advantage of that? How does how do you counter that? That's what I don't understand. Is it just useful information for my target choice, or is it useful information just for my own defensive choice? I don't get that. I generally don't understand how the balance of these things work. If he aims at left of my shield or a certain place, how does the leaning to a certain direction help me? I don't understand this system. At the very least, it probably serves us to to avoid doing certain stupid things. We know the first hit is gonna come at our helmet, so we need to take a attack position that allows us to counter that. I don't actually recall what those things are though. DF is a good place to hit because it allows for a lot of movement. I'll go with shield high. To protect the head. There was one position that allows you to pull the head into cover. Also, I don't know if he's going to change automatically, or does he need the first hit to do the follow-up strike. Also, let's say I raise my shield. How does that allow him to do a guaranteed dehorsing? I mean, what part of the shield should I aim to dehorse someone that has raised their shield? I would assume that higher portions would more or less go just miss, more or less, glancing safely. So it would maybe a base hit of some sort. Steady C. I don't see me being the horse, but this could be a point for both. No? He got hit. The mysteries of jousting. Sir Drake Hunt Crown. I've done this before. Sir Drake Hunt Crown has a suspect jousting style, but if his opponent lowers their shield, they are likely to break Sir Drake's Hunt Crown's lance, and so lose a point. So don't lower your shield. I'm not sure. I'll start with the defensive style again. It seems fairly safe. You might not win with it, but it avoids catastrophic failures. We want a fairly steady stance, I think. This could be another one where we do a glance to a point, do a glance to a point. Try the same thing. I have the advantage because he didn't get a glancing hit. Right, so this is glance point, glance point. Nothing exciting, but it's a guaranteed end result victory for us. I'll take it. I just wish you could just speed things up here. These aren't bad, these exchanges here, but once you've heard them once, there's no point seeing them again. They're just a waste of time. So what do we need? We need 5, 1, 1. Okay, he's changed things. So the next one will be a glancing blow and the follow-up will be a point again. Then there's a miss, then there's a glancing blow, then there's a point. So it's even lengthier. Yeah, that was pathetic, but you didn't do any better, so I'm not sure why you're bitching about. What the hell are you bitching about? Glancing strike. No. He changes his tactics.
Hello. Hello.
The original Silver. The original Silver almost always strikes the same way in a joust. If his opponent leans right, then the original Silver will likely break his lance, taking a point. So do not lean right. Yay. So they're really telling me tactics on how not to lose easily. But that's it. But I wish I would understand what does that mean about his tactics. I mean, where is he aiming? So if I lean right, the lance will break. Okay, but where does the lance break? It's a good hit, so does it mean where is he aiming then? He would be aiming to the left, I guess. Because if I would be steady or leaning left, the left leaning strikes would just glance. In order for them to get a good hit, and I would be leaning right, then the left one would be hitting fairly well. But does that mean anything? Probably that leaning left is a good choice for me. But I wish I could also see at what positions can I lean left. Because that's the most important one. I know a DF can lean left, but it's a very defensive position. I'm not sure I can do it if I do a DC strike. I can do it. I can also lower the helm. Lean left is the important one. Aggressive attack while leading left. Yeah, the worst possible thing to do apparently. And if you lean right, you'll get the point. So again, I don't understand how this shit works. I just don't at all.
Hello.
This is the problem with these complex systems. Compared to a game like Rock Paper Scissors, everyone knows how Rock Paper Scissors works. It's a simple thing. I feel like I'm sort of playing a Rock Paper Scissors game, but I have no idea what the rules of the game are. Or rather, what beats what. It's three different symbols, and I have no idea what the relationship between the symbols is. I have no idea who wins what or what affects what. So this is it adds to the feeling that this is a very unsatisfying and dull game to play, because I don't understand how I'm playing. If that makes sense. This is just me blindly choosing options. I understand certain things like what's aggressive and what's defensive, what I shouldn't be doing on the offensive front. But I don't understand how it correlates to a lot of other things actually. So I don't get any enjoyment out of this at all. This is just a gigantic waste of fucking time as far as I'm concerned, and I wish it wasn't in the game. Not like this. It would have to be better implemented, better explained how the game functions. I can reliably win, but I can't play the game well. I don't have enough of an understanding about it. Which is, I shouldn't be able to win. That's the problem too. Yeah. So if I play the left-leaning game, I'll lose. So maybe some kind of a stable pose is what you really want. So don't lean in any direction. At the same time, the first strike went in fairly well, so that wasn't a problem. It just, I don't... He switches his attack somehow to counter that, so maybe we should switch around to... Start with the left-leaning one, defensive one, then go for a more stable sitting position. Maybe aim at the center. I mean, aiming at the top might be effective, but it's also dishonorable. I'm curious to see if the end result is the same. Basically, is he following up a set sequence? Yeah, no. He is definitely changing things up. At least where he attacks. So... leaning somewhere is terrible against this guy. That's more or less what I'm getting from this. Leaning right gives him points, leaning left gives him dehorsing. So stable position and aim wherever you aim. I'll definitely end after the jousting is done. No matter what.
Hello.
It leaves such a sort of a ashen taste in my mouth, so I don't feel like playing. But that's not why I'm ending. It's because I don't want to have that taste in my mouth when I start playing again. Let's go with FP center. Steady seating, so don't try anything fancy. I got a point he got a glance at the very least. Maybe he hit the helmet. No, he got a glance. But he got a glance, so it limits my options. Let's go with SF. No. FP. We can't really do much because we got the glancing hit. I don't think we're easy to dehorse in this position, but we're also easy to get points on. Was it a helmet hit? No, it was glancing hits both ways. I have 2 glancing hits now, so I would be basically stunned. I can't really do much. He would be in a great position to do whatever he wants. But I'm not sure he can do all that much either. He can choose his attack point, but he's more limited in what he can do in the after show. I'll go with the DF strike. No. DF strike, but steady seating, no leaning. So, point for me, and he keeps on glancing. I'll keep taking those glancing strikes. Keep scoring points. Just aim for the center, steady, stay steady.
Hello.
You have defeated all of your opponents, sir. You are the Joust champion.
What do we get this time? And I'm poisoned, so end result is the same. Just matters when it happens. The Black Knight got me. This looks weird. Is this the court wizard? Caladney. Sir Vico, how good. It seems to have worked. He's awake.
Is he cured?
No, whatever poisons him is not curable by me, but my magic will keep it at bay for a time. He will get weaker though. Why am I ill? Someone in the joust had tipped their lance with poison. As you came out of the lists, you collapsed. We brought you here to cure you. You are not fully cured, however. That is something I cannot do, for the poison is no ordinary poison. I am sure that you have questions. Who exactly are you? I'm Caladney, the Royal Wizard, and the Principal Supervisor to Her Royal Highness, the Princess Regent Alusair. I came on Sir Gilbert's request to investigate the strange business with the Witch Lord. I'm very concerned about what you have discovered. No doubt you will be anxious to know what has been happening while you have been unconscious. Okay, what about the poison? Who?
We have investigated your opponents in jousting. All of them are accounted for except for the Black Knight that you fought in your first bout. He disappeared immediately after the jousting. Nobody that spoke to the Black Knight could tell us much, though we did get a name, Jonas. Sounds very familiar to me for some reason that I can't quite place. Does it mean anything to you?
Yeah, that is my brother's name. He found his belongings at Potter's Fort too. In that case, the Witch Lord chose Jonas as a weapon against you. He is likely to be acting against his will. There might be a way to help him if you wish to. Okay, what can I do? The Witch Lord dominates him in some fashion. The best solution would be to kill the Witch Lord, though there may be other ways too. Deep inside, your brother still exists and probably is seeking to break free of the Witch Lord's will. If you face him, you may be able to break the Witch Lord's hold on him. Okay, am I better now? I know the answer to this, but I still want to talk about it. Maybe there's some good information. No, I have not been able to cure you. I have managed to contain the poison, but you will begin to weaken again soon enough. The poison is not ordinary, it is necrotic and carries the curse of undeath with it. I cannot dispel it, for it is somehow connected to the Witch Lord. While Zaz Morg is whole, I cannot break the link. So how do I stop the poison? That link can only be broken by the Witch Lord or by his death. Since I am sure you do not want to bargain with Zaz Morg, we must destroy him, if only temporarily. That will break the link even if he rises again. What about Jonas? Okay. What about the Witch Lord and the Byron Crown? Yes, there's much to talk about. What have you discovered so far? We are now certain that it is the Witch Lord Zaz Morg that you encountered within Polter's Fort. Dragon did not lie when he told you that the Wyvern Crown must not fall into Zaz Morg's hands, though perhaps Wyvern Vapor desired the crown also for himself. What do you know about the Witch Lord? Zaz Morg is a lich. You could not have slain him permanently without destroying his phylactery, and nor can we do so now. However, I am a powerful sorceress, and it is possible that with my help we can do the next best thing. Destroy his current body and stop him rising again, at least for many years. Okay, why is the Wyvern Crown so important? The Wyvern Crown itself is a very powerful artifact. The crown is covered in ion stones and it has several of the properties of the Helm of Brilliance. Doubtless it is these more conventional properties that prompted the Zentarium to steal it from the royal treasury in the first place. But it has other powers. For example, the wearer can control wyverns. Doubtless it has this that bothered Wyvern Vapor so much, as many of the wyverns in Cormyr seems to be bound by his will. He would lose this control. The crown has many undesirable side effects that are harmful to living creatures. Even touching it is dangerous. Wearing it is complete folly. For this reason, King Azul never went near it, and who knows what other powers it has in the hands of a Witch Lord. It is likely the Witch Lord has a hand in its creation, or have changed its sins. We must stop Zaz Morg getting the crown. With the crown in his possession, he will be able to raise vast undead armies like the Witch Dukes of old. Faced with such an enemy, Cormyr would almost certainly fall. What exactly do you plan to do about the crown? We must recover the Wyvern Crown before the Witch Lord gets to it. It is likely that time is short and we may well meet the Witch Lord at the Barrow and have to do battle. I will take whatever forces Sir Gilbert has managed to gather. You must come with me. I will not be able to fight in the battle. I will have my hands full blocking the magic of the Witch Lord. You will have to lead the troops in battle and reach the crown before the Witch Lord. The map that Vibrant Vapor gave you hinted of golem guardians in the barrow, so you will need this maze to help you defeat them. Whatever you do though, do not put the crown on your head. It has very nasty side effects, and once you have worn the crown, it is very hard to remove it. Our troops will also be short on magic, so if you have any spare items, perhaps you will bring them with you and be willing to lend them to others. Either way, I'm certain that with you to lead us, we can recover the crown. Okay, I'll lead the troops.
I will be at your side. One more battle is little to ask for, Cormir.
Here, you will need this rod. With it, you can help to overcome the aura of fear of the Witch Lord and counter his magic. Then you will have a chance to slay him and free yourself from the poison. Maybe I will finally clear my name of the stain my cousin have put on it.
I hope so, Lucinda. You deserve it. You have nothing to prove, Lucinda. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed.
All who fight for Cormor in this will not be forgotten. Prepare yourself for battle. When you are ready, we shall march.
Do we really need to do any preparations? I need to look at the equipment they gave me. Some sort of a anti-golem weapon and a rod. Galadne's gift. It has dispel magic and remove fear. 10 charges. This is less useful than you might think. The dispel magic is very unreliable. Basically, I would be using it only if the enemy is using some sort of a shield spell that causes me damage when I do physical attacks on him. Otherwise, this isn't worth it. Also, the remove fear is so low level, it doesn't matter. I need protection from that, and that's why we have the clarity potions. So this is useful, yes, but it's not that important. We want the anti-golem thing. Also, I need to put some clothes on. Golem mace. Attack bonus versus constructs plus 3 armor deflect modifier. Plus 3 attack bonus. 1d4 damage, sonic, enchantment bonus plus 1. It's probably the only good thing about this is it's a bludgeoning weapon. Our sword is probably better because it does elemental damage and is plus 3. However, this is a guarantee that it's a simple and rogue weapon, so everyone can use it. That's probably why it's there, but I don't think it's better than this. Not overall. You have to remember that the enchantment bonus also adds to damage, and I have feats supporting hitting and damage with this. So yes, this will do less damage on a golem, but it will. My additional feats will compensate quite a lot for that. Still, there's no harm in having a golem mace. And I think, what weapon did Edgar have? Offhand axe already does sonic damage and is plus 3. So even though it's a slashing weapon, the sonic damage should be very effective against golems. So yeah, this will probably work just fine. It's not like I can't use this as necessary. So yeah, I don't see any major problems here. We do have a natural armor amulet. Right. Not quite as good as mine, but fairly respectable still. We have solid regeneration rates.
So I don't really see a problem. I think we're ready to finish this. I'll try to talk with the companions, just in case
Well
they want
met.
to share something.
I told you how the Queen had laid out the truth about Elaine before me. That was a defining moment for me. She is a smart woman, Phil Ferrell. She put me in a place where my love and my duty were directly in opposition. One of them had to break. I chose to believe her, as I think she always knew I would. Duty won out over love. I did not realize that I had never really made the choice in my heart. That came much later.
How so?
For the next weeks I was fighting almost continuously against the goblin hordes at Arabelle and in the King's Forest. Promotion came easily for the bravest and best, and I was like one possessed. But death came equally easily. Every time the dragon came, or one of the gas nests, many of our best leaders and strongest war wizards would be killed. In one such battle I came across a man lying trapped under his horse. It was the king.
What did you do?
I had him at my mercy. It was then that I realized that in my heart Elaine was still there. My hand unconsciously was on my sword hilt. The king just looked me in the eye and said, "I always knew I could trust your loyalty, Edgar." He never doubted me for a moment. It was like an absolution. I helped the king to his feet, and we were swept back into battle in a moment.
Is that how you earn the right to do as you please?
Before we were sucked back into the fighting, the king turned to me and said, "Edgar Truesilver, I was trapped and you gave me my freedom today. I grant you the same. To come and go as you see fit, guided only by your own sense of duty, not that which has been laid upon you by Cormyr. I know you will choose wisely." Ah, it is long a time since I have told anyone the whole of that story. Few know the test that I went through to earn the right to do as I see fit. I'm glad I have told you too. I think the king would have granted you the same rights. Anyway, I have talked enough, I would say.
What about you?
Hail and
Is it alright to say I'm almost enjoying myself? I feel like I'm finally doing something with meaning. Well, that's good.